Happy Internet Day and happy Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. This is CoeCast coming to you straight from the tubes that made all this chaos possible.
Internet Day! Blow out the candles on your router, people. I'm Riley, and yes, we made this episode completely with AI. We're stress testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B as our voice engine today, so if I suddenly start speaking in dial-up tones, that's the vibe.
I'm Hunter. If the voices glitch, we're leaving it in. Human plus machine, blemishes and all, this show is an ongoing experiment.
Okay, topic time. NVIDIA dropped Nemotron Nano 2, and the take is spicy. It's not just small model, it's small model you can actually automate. I like that line.
Same. The real story is the path from model to managed endpoint. NVIDIA is shipping these as NIM microservices pre-built containers with REST and gRPC, so ops teams can go from cool benchmark to it's in Kubernetes with auto-scaling without building a custom inference zoo.
And under the hood, it's that hybrid thing, Mamba 2 plus a dash of attention. So you get way more tokens per second than similar transformer-only models. They're claiming up to 6 times throughput on reasoning-heavy tasks. Big depends on workload, but still.
Exactly. Long, chain-of-thought style outputs and long context is where it shines. Short replies, you'll see smaller gains. Test with your own prompts and context lengths before you rewire the stack.
The part I'm obsessed with is thinking traces. You can toggle internal reasoning on or off and set a thinking budget. So if I'm doing editorial planning or QA review, I turn it on to see the why. If I'm just firing quick replies, I turn it off and go fast.
It's a real knob, speed versus transparency. Just remember, those traces are extra tokens, that's extra latency and spend. Also, if your prompts include sensitive info, make sure those traces get redacted or never leave your VPC.
Yeah, governance crews breathe. You still need guardrails, filters, policy checks, kill switches. Even with safety layers, you keep a human in the loop for regulated content.
Who is this for? I'd slot it as the agent core for teams that care more about speed and predictable unit cost than frontier model breadth. Support triage, research copilots, internal QA reviewers, anything that benefits from long context and lots of concurrent users.
Creators too. Think editorial copilots that can plan long-form, ad ops bots that generate variants and justify choices with receipts, and post-production pipelines. Transcribe, summarize, chapterize, script VO. You pair it with ASR and TTS microservices, and now your backlog moves.
And RAG everywhere. Pair Nemotron with a retrieval service so answers stay grounded in your docs, product catalog, and pricing. That's where small models punch above their weight, fast, grounded, and cheap enough to run all day.
Let's hit integrations. If you want it turnkey, deploy the NIM container and call it from your app or automation tools. If you're a DIY goblin like Hunter, the open weights run on vLLM, SGLang, even llama.cpp for edge or hybrid setups.
Guilty. I'd wire an N8N workflow that routes hard tasks to Nemotron with a thinking budget and keeps simple asks on a tiny local model. That's the hybrid pattern we keep preaching. Small models first, escalate only when needed.
We literally wrote that playbook on the blog, the Small Models Big Impact piece from earlier this month. And today we posted a full breakdown of Nemotron Nano 2 on coe.com/resource. Also, throwback to our great unbundling article, Microservices Monoliths. This launches that, in neon.
Competitive lens for a second. Open-weight families like Llama, Mistral, and Cohen are strong, and AMD's Instinct plus ROCm stack is closing the gap on price performance. NVIDIA's edge right now is the integrated path model to managed endpoint with ops, safety, and scaling.
But open weights doesn't mean zero lock-in. Performance sweet spots can lean on NVIDIA's stack. If multi-vendor optionality matters, plan early for cross-runtime support and keep your abstractions clean.
Price and access-wise, you're mostly paying infra and ops. The weights are open and permissively licensed for commercial use. If you run NIMs in cloud or on-prem GPUs, your unit economics come down to throughput per dollar and acceptance rate per task.
Quick ecosystem pulse. It's been a week of small, fast, real. We've seen DeepSeek make noise on cost cuts, and their DeepSeek OCR model is already shaking up long doc automation with visual compression. The vibe is pragmatic. Do more for less and make it deployable.
Agreed. Back to workflows, let's get concrete. If you're a solo YouTuber, you could run ASR to Nemotron summary to chapter titles to VO scripts, then kick drafts into your editor. Turn thinking traces on for the outline step, off for titles to keep it snappy.
For a mid-market marketing team, research to outline to draft to QA to publish, all inside a pipeline where Nemotron logs evidence and your critic layer enforces tone and claims. Humans only see work when confidence drops. That's cost per approved asset going down.
Enterprise ops, multi-tenant NIM endpoints, quotas per team, and budget caps on reasoning tokens. Nemotron fits as the language brain, with safety microservices in front and after. Observability is non-negotiable, log reasoning tokens, retrieval sources, and safety decisions.
Let's talk limits before people sprint. The 6 times faster claim depends. Long reasoning tasks? Yes. Quick chat? Meh. Thinking traces are powerful but not free. And there's no default provenance cert. If you need source logging and content credentials, you'll wire that yourself today.
Also, auto-scaling across mixed clouds isn't one click yet, and simple internal billing quotas by team still takes glue code. Not deal breakers, but plan the plumbing.
Okay, meme check. If I had to caption this launch for creators, smaller brain, bigger hustle. Or fast model with receipts. Too nerdy?
Fast model with receipts is perfect. Put it on a hoodie.
Pop culture tie-in while we're here. This is the mid-credit scene in the small model cinematic universe. Not the final boss, but it sets up the next act where cheap agents run everywhere.
Speaking of agents, design cost discipline in from day one. Route simple stuff to the smallest model, cache invariants, set early aborts, and add campaign caps. Agents are great at running up your bill if you let them.
Who should feel nervous? Anyone selling demoware that can't scale beyond a sandbox. When small models get fast, transparent, and deployable as microservices, the bar moves from novelty to uptime.
If I'm starting today, here's a 30-day plan. Pick one lane like support triage or editorial QA. Deploy a NIM endpoint. Add a retrieval layer. Turn on thinking traces only for escalations. Log everything. Measure latency, cost per task, and first-pass validity. Expand if the curve bends your way.
And for creators, start lighter. Build a prompt library for briefs, shot lists, and captions. Use Nemotron to plan sequences. Feed the outputs into your favorite image or video model. That thinking budget knob helps it plan, not just spit captions.
Final reality check. Guardrails reduce risk, they don't eliminate it. Keep humans in the final gate for regulated or high-risk content, and give legal a one-click kill switch.
Okay, wrap time. Nemotron Nano 2 isn't trying to outpoet the frontier giants. It's the fast, open, ops-ready building block that helps you scale the boring parts so humans can do the weird, high-taste stuff.
That's the mission-scale human creativity through intelligent machine collaboration. Thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast on Internet Day. Celebrate by closing some tabs. All of them.
Appreciate you listening. Grab more breakdowns at koi.com/resource for AI news and updates, and don't forget to subscribe. Catch you next time, assuming the internet keeps interneting.
It's Internet Day. What could go wrong?
Don't jinx it, Hunter.